Here's her new book. She has written iJustine, the analog memoir, available wherever fine books are sold, which are not many places anymore.
Right.
Yeah, and now she joins us to explain.
Yay!
You can buy it on the internet.
You can buy it on the internet.
Right.
You can, yes. You can buy it in the actual book form, audio form, pretty much any way that you'd be able to get a book, you can get it, which is really fun.
But your fans are the digital age. They don't even read hardcover books anymore.
Look, I've done the book tour, and they've all got the book, and it's fun because I think kids really actually, you'd be surprised, they really do like to have something tangible and read it.
You have perfected what it means to be like this life caster, because you were basically 24/7. Everyone saw your life.
Yeah.
So what more is there to know about you in this book?
Well, I think that's the thing is a lot of people will kind of, find one of my random videos online and be like, this is weird, this is strange, I don't understand. So I really wanted to kind of tell that story of how I got started and sort of not only tell my story, but sort of tell the story of social media as it rose. I was very early on like Instagram and
yeah, you were
I think
pioneer.
I was like the 103rd person to join Instagram, 7,000th on Twitter, so super early on these networks. So it's not only following my story, but kind of following, the rise of social media.
And one of the big influences in your life, as you can tell by the book cover.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is like an homage to him on the cover.
Yeah, and ever since I was very young, I was doing book reports on Steve Jobs, and I think just his business tactics, they might be a little questionable to some, but the way that he thought differently and pushed people to be, their best version of themselves, I think has stuck with me ever since I was very young.
So I read that you do not have a good memory.
No, I don't.
And so
sad.
to like come up to get this book, did you have to do a lot of research? You have to ask all your friends, your sister, and say, do you remember this incident? And did it sort of like refresh your memory? You thought, oh my God, that's right. That's how that happened.
I did. It was crazy. I was like interviewing like my friends and family. Like, so when we were hanging out and we did this, do you remember any of it? Because I don't actually.
Isn't there a video record nearly of every moment of your life at this point?
That's the reason that I started doing a lot of this, was to remember it and to share it with my friends. And it was kind of fun because I was sort of reverse stalking myself. I was going through all of my tweets dating back to like 2006.
To remember where you were, what you were doing.
Yeah, and using just like a single tweet where I said something about, I just got a new iPhone. Using that tweet, I could, remember things that had happened. So it's just been really fun.
Do you look back at the days where you had like an iPhone 3 as ancient history and you wonder how
this
did we
is ancient
get by?
history now.
Your phone is,
I'm just
poor
so
Bob.
cheap. I can't get myself
You should
to.
be due for an upgrade soon,
I know.
so you'll be ready.
I know, what's going on with your
I'd wait
plan?
for the next iPhone 6S Plus.
But isn't it crazy how much, because you've been doing this for almost 10 years, right?
Yeah.
It's, you're a life caster, so you showed yourself on TV, and now we've got like, on the internet, and now we've got Periscope and whatever, because we were talking about once Periscope's here, people can just have their own reality shows and just do exactly what you were doing.
And that's what's so powerful, is it's changing the game for not only, news gathering, but for people in general, because you're able to sort of share your experiences and you're able to do it live. So it's crazy, the technology, how quickly it's changed, because back then I was wearing a Logitech camera on my head, I had a laptop in my purse, and now all you need is your phone. That's it.
Right. What has been, if there is any, a downside to putting your entire life out there and having people feel like they know you intimately?
Yeah, I think the real downside is, not everybody wants to be on camera. So I have a lot of friends that, even going through this whole crazy journey, they're like, well, I don't really want to be on camera. And I think it's trying to figure out what to share and what not to share.
Boundaries.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people today do overshare. So even though I post a lot of stuff, I don't share everything.
It's funny because I looked at your YouTube and you do all these instances where you like spontaneously just start dancing out of nowhere, right? So it just spontaneously start dancing.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, like, it's almost like if you look at those videos and you look at everyone around you, like half the people are just completely ignoring you. So you can be acting like a complete idiot in the middle of an Apple store, and everybody else is just going like, oh yeah, some girl's going crazy in here.
Well, I think I've been doing it for so long too. They're just like, oh, she's doing it again.
Well, you live in LA now, so we're kind of a little bit, we have a callus to crazy people dancing.
It's true, but I like to dance elsewhere because here they're like, well,
here we don't. We ignore
are
you.
you gonna like pay a location fee for this? So
Do you have
I'm like,
a
no, I
permit to
go
perform?
back to Pennsylvania. I go back home to visit my family, and I film all the time there. They don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I can see it's more fertile ground.
Yeah.
Do they realize how big of a star you are?
But that's weird because there's so many different stars in sort of like this different world. Where I can walk down the street perfectly fine, but I go into an Apple store, it's like, those are my people. So
Or a tech convention.
Yeah, exactly. Or Comic-Con or those types of things. So it's
But
kind
still,
of really fun.
I'm sure your parents have Googled you many times and see
they know.
all your So they know.
Oh, they do. They watch all the videos, and they're actually my biggest supporters. And you know, for them to just let me just kind of up and leave and make crazy videos around the house my entire life. they
Internet
definitely
star,
support it.
author, and now you produced a movie also.
Yeah, it was a documentary with one of my really, really good friends, and that was probably actually one of a project that I'm just so proud to be a part of.
Let's watch a clip.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I gonna let the people who said kill it with fire define me? No.
I'm not sure what it was about the TED Talk and what I said in it, but it changed everything.
She did a TED Talk that knocked me out. Please welcome Lizzie Velasquez. Hey, girl.
And I knew
Goosebumps.
I know, every time.
But you met her on social media, right?
I did. I met her on Instagram like several years ago, and then I originally met her in real life when I was speaking at a panel, and then a year after that, we were both on a panel together. It was for her very first panel presenting this movie at South by Southwest. So it was just, you know, to be able to use social media and do projects like this and just to show people the other side of it and to make a difference is so just amazing, and I'm just so happy
To give
be
a little
part of it.
background on her story, she has a disease and people were actually bullying her online.
Yeah, so she found this video where people called her the world's ugliest woman, and from there, you know, she saw this video and it was just heart-wrenching, you know? You see this like, what do you do? And for her dad told her, you have to forgive this person. And from there, she went on to become a public speaker. She's written several books, and now she has this award-winning documentary. I think it's not even officially out yet, but it's already won like 5 or 6 awards.
Wow.
And it's so powerful, and it's such an amazing just message that I want this to be shown in schools and to see like the impact that Lizzie has and the impact that the bullying has, because you don't understand until you're in those shoes.
So this is part of what you want to do now, and your book also correlates to that as well, right? That talks a little bit about the bullying side of it or the negative aspects of
Yeah,
social
and I
media.
mean, the internet can be such a cruel place, but it can also be such an amazing and supportive place. So it's trying to just combine those two things together and just show people that there's no reason that you have to be mean. You know, just be nice.
Don't
But
be
people
mean,
are, a lot of people I feel like just joined social media to be mean.
I know.
Maybe those are just the messages
We hear
I
it.
get.
Believe me,
I don't
you know, you have to have really
do.
thick skin. I'm sure you hear it all the
You
time
do.
too. That
And sometimes when you read these things, though, like you have to realize like these people are going through things that none of us can ever understand. So for them, this is the way that they are sort of, I guess, releasing whatever sort of
or they would never say
thing
it
that they have
to your face.
Yeah.
that's a good way to put it. You already made me feel better.
Yeah, and then sometimes when you click through to them, and even if you write back sometimes to these people, I mean, that's all they wanted was
It's
just that
acknowledgement.
little bit of attention, and you might have just made their day, and they might never say anything bad ever again.
You're much
Hi,
kinder
Justine.
than we are.
I feel better already.
That's good.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.